Today we're going to show you how to make a jig for mass producing these planters. So first thing you want to do to make the jig, now my planters are going to be 16 inches across on one side, and then they'll come out to 17 and a quarter on the other side. Now this is just to make things simple, is why it's going to come out that way, but that'll allow me to build 4 panels 16 by 16, and when I put those 4 panels together, one side will be 16 inches and then the other side will end up being 17 and a quarter inches. So it just makes it easy. This allows you to make all 4 panels the exact same, and then it'll just change the dimension a little bit when you put it together. But I'm okay with that because it makes things easy up front. So the first thing you want to do to making a jig is find a piece of scrap wood that you can use. I'm gonna label this for my template and I will save it. So this is a planter, so we'll say 16 by 17 and a quarter planter box. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. But the first thing you want to do is find the center of your board. Let me get you a little better. Alright, so for this planter box, the first thing we want to do is find the center of our board, which I've already marked here. So this is roughly 23 and 13/16. So I took 11 and 7/8, marked it, and it was pretty dang close, about a 16th off, but it doesn't matter because I'm perfect. As long as you can get close to the center, then you mark 2 marks, take a square of some sort and line up your 2 marks and draw you a pencil mark. This will be the center of your workpiece. Now because I want these panels 16 inches apart, I want them 16. I want final product to be 16. I'm gonna take my square, and any measurement device, you can put a tape measure. You can use whatever you like, but you want to measure 8 inches from your center. So 8 inches from your center, put you a mark. And we'll show you again. 8 inches from your center, put you a mark. Then go the other way, 8 inches from your center, and put you a mark. Now this will be from that mark to that mark will give you 16 inches. And that's where you want to be. Once you got 2 marks at 16 inches from your center, you can line up your square on those marks and then scribe you a line down the edge this way and across the top this way. And then you know that your top and your side are square. Then you can repeat the process on the other side. Alright, so then essentially what you'll be looking at is you'll have your side, you'll have your top, and you'll have your other side marked on your page or on your scrap wood. Now what I'm doing is my planter feet, I went 6 inches up from the bottom of the leg to the top of the bottom rail. So I'll show you what this does here in a minute. But this is my markings now for my planter box. So now what I'm going to do is take some scrap wood and I'm going to put it on these lines, and I'm going to leave the line showing. This will give me some wiggle room for my planter box so I can get it out. Line up the top and bottom on the corners. Do both top corners that way. You'll take another scrap wood and just put it right here on your cross section, and then take one and put it here, and this is where your bottom board will butt up to. So you repeat this on both sides, screw it down, then you'll be ready to make your rails. Oh yeah, you should probably pre-drill them first so they don't crack on you. Alright, and this is what my jig come out looking like. So all it is some blocking set up strategically to assemble my pieces. So I will have a leg that is, let me show you. We will have a leg that is 16 inches. That'll go here. We'll have another 16-inch leg here. We'll have a 10-inch leg in between. And we'll have a 10-inch leg on the bottom. Now those fit snug. That keeps everything nice and aligned. And now I have a 16-inch by 16-inch frame. And that is perfect. But I do see something that I want to do, and I'm going to take this blocking and put it on this side, because I want to be able to lay a picket, so when we build our sides, this picket is going to sit up here like this once it's cut. And this blocking is just a tad bit thicker material than my ripped piece. So I'm going to take this and move it to the back, and then my cut panel will be able to fit in there, and I'll be able to nail it down. So let's do that real quick. So once this is in place, I'm going to mark where I want my backing. And we're going to unscrew, move this out the way. Doesn't look very square, so I'm going to fix that. It's because that's cut is horrible. That's a horrible cut. So essentially what I got to do is come down an inch and a half, because that's how thick my members are. Inch and a half. Inch and a half. Then I can square this up. And I can put this back down. We'll put our piece back in. That should line up close with the top line, and we should all be pretty square. It's not going to be perfect, but it is pretty close. Yeah. So there you have it. Now with this jig, the 16 by 17 1/4-inch planter box jig we have just made, I'll be able to put these panels together in no time and speed up the process on how I build these planter boxes, because all my sides will be the same. So again, we'll take this and we're gonna put a sheet or we're gonna put a piece of this in here. We're going to nail it down, glue it, and nail it. And we're going to put multiple ones side by side. So I'm actually going to line up 2 of these big ones right on my center line. I'm going to split the difference. Then I'll have this little gap to fill with the smaller trim and a smaller trim. And be ready to rock.